Welcome back to On My Apple Box, and we're back with Superman and Lois, episode 3. This was an interesting episode. I like how they show how Clark doesn't have to hide anymore that he's Superman, so he just Superman's out in front of the kids now, which I think is cool. Jordan's back at school, still getting bullied, him and John both, by Sean. Jordan almost seems to come close to losing control of his powers, but he doesn't. I don't know if it was from his own or is it because Clark showed up. He says later that he could handle it, and I kind of believe him. I was surprised to see him try out for the football team. I get why he does it. He has these powers. He wants to flex a little bit on these bullies, and I can't say I blame him. I'd probably do the same thing. John, he's surprised as well to see his brother, who has shown no interest in football or sports up until this point, out on that field. But Jordan, he wrecks shop. He's knocking people left and right, but he does something surprising. He apologizes to Sean for kissing Sarah, which I thought was pretty cool, and hopefully that squashes that beef that they have, and all this bullying stuff can kind of stop or cool down at least. Clark at first kind of forbids Jordan from using his powers, in the sports things, because that's kind of how his powers were handled. But John goes to bat for Jordan. And I gotta say, every time I think that John is about to get jealous or become resentful of Jordan, he doesn't. He doubles down on his support for Jordan, like 100%. He is behind his brother. He is with his brother, his twin brother, and I'm for it. And I think that John is spectacular, like I said last time. Sarah and Jordan are getting closer, so that's definitely gonna happen. We get more of the Cushing family, kind of their problems that are going on in the family. We get a little glimpse behind the curtain that Lana kind of try to puts up, and she admits that she puts on this act because that's kind of how she was raised. And her and Sarah finally have kind of a bonding moment, but not before Sarah reads her for filth in public. She just spilt all of the Cushing family tea, but I was here for it. I was sipping that tea, but I'm glad they had that moment. Now, for what I consider to be probably the most exciting part of this episode is Lois. She's investigating Morgan Edge. A source comes in with claims that her son was involved with Morgan Edge, something secretive that he reveals in a voicemail that it wasn't what he thought. Someone's watching all of this happen and taking pictures, and then later on that night, somebody flambés Lois's car, sets it on fire. I presume it's somebody that has to do with Morgan Edge, or it was ordered to be done by Morgan Edge as a warning. But this is Lois, and Lois Lane being Lois Lane, she ignores this warning, and she actually goes to meet the source in a neighboring town at the sketchy AF motel, and of course she's attacked, but she's attacked by someone who seems to have super strength, because she calls Clark, and he Superman's in spectacular fashion, but he gets his ass beat a little bit by this guy. So that was surprising. He ends up, coming back and beating this guy soundly, but the guy still gets away. But at the end of the episode, this guy, he's he's on the phone in his car on this dark road, and I'm guessing he's talking to whoever hired him, saying, Superman came in and stopped him from completing his mission, I guess. And he said, and the person tells him, "Don't worry, it's going to be taken care of." And he's like, "How?" And then he looks up, and there's this lady standing in the middle of the road, and he seems to recognize her. But then she does something even more surprising. She kills him with lasers from her eyes. What the hell? How? So is this what Morgan Edge has been working on? Is he he not only trying but has created what seems to be super powered humans. Um, I'm 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 assuming that's him. We didn't hear anything about Captain Luther this episode, unless he was the one who uh, caused the bridge collapse earlier in at the beginning of the episode. But other than that, I'm I have to guess that this has to do with Morgan Edge and what he's up to, and this is bad. But also, how do these people have what looks like to be Superman like powers? So that was a big development for sure. I can't wait to see what happens next episode. Hopefully we get a little bit more explanation on that. And I do want to know what Captain Luther is up to, for sure. So what did you think about the episode? Were you surprised to see Jordan try out for the football team? If you were John, would you be jealous at this point or resentful? Because I don't know if I would be as calm as he has been about all of this, but I'm glad he is. Let me know in the comments. Oh, and also let me know if you have any theories about these superpowered humans, because I would like to know what you think about that. Give this video a like and hit that subscribe and notification bell. And I'll see you next time on my Apple Box. Bye.